Business funding is the number one accelerator for business growth. I'm finna break it down today for you guys how to get business funding, why it's important, and the things you may be overlooking that's keeping you from growing your business or even starting your business. See, in this day and time, a smart business owner, or let me say a successful business owner, understand the moves that they need to make so they can get where they're going. And also, not only the moves they need to make, but the ones that they need to avoid. Because those are, and I'm going to tell you, some mistakes you just can't avoid, but some are avoidable when you know what you're looking for. So we finna get all into that so that I can provide you guys some value to help you start and grow your business with the number one accelerator, which is funding. Okay. So it's a number of reasons why I even say that this is the case. And I have to say, I think most business owners would agree with that. The problem is most business owners just don't know how to get the funding. Okay. And that's critical. You got to know how to get it. And it's all about positioning your business. And it's all about the correct roadmap strategy for getting the funds once your business is positioned, just knowing where to go to and in which order, simply put. Okay, I'm gonna break it all down though. Okay, so as I claim, business funding, learning how to fund your business is the number one accelerator, right? All right, so let's say, for instance, business funding will accelerate $1 into three. Okay, that's point number one. Point number one is that business funding will turn $1 into three. And you're like, well, how? Okay. Let's take, for instance, we got multiple industries. Let's start with the buy and resale, which is a very popular thing, even for people who are in the younger age. Like there's teens who go out there and buy shoes, clothes, and resell them. They buy them for one price and they sell them for a higher price. See, that has always been a smart strategy. If you're gonna spend $20 on something and you're able to even just sell it for 25, you just made $5 profit. Now imagine being able to scale that. Now you say, hey, if I spend $20,000, if I get $20,000 and I can make $50,000 off of it, now it's even greater. This is how business owners think. They break it down to real simple, little small numbers and figures and terms. And then once they got it figured out at that simple level, they scale it. So the thing is, what do you have that is profitable? And do you know how profitable it is? Because you might have a product that only costs you $20 to fulfill, like to acquire the customer and fulfill it, but you might make $40. You just doubled up. Now there are so many business owners out there like that, and they're doing good. They're growing, but they could grow so much faster if they had the funding, and that might be you. So learning how to get the funding is going to accelerate you always. So another thing, let's take running ads when it comes to turning $1 into three. See, there's a thing called CAC, which is client acquisition cost, and let's say it might take $100 to acquire a client customer. But if you are able to make $300 from that client, it sounds like a very profitable system that you have there. And this is what a lot of business owners do. They realize, okay, I can go and spend $100 to acquire this client and customer, and now I can make $300 from that. They scale it. 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 And the fastest way to do it is with business funding. See, now I know, and it goes, and it's like I said, this is the same thing, just like the buy and resale, right? But now I'm just giving you an example for ad business because you might not have a buy and resale business. You might just have a business that requires you to service industry. It's not products. You have a service. So you're fulfilling. So you're probably running ads to get customers, or you probably want to run ads. Funding, having access to that funding is going to grow that business so fast. Okay. Now I'm going to go over to my second point. My second point is 100K in business can also protect and position. 100K in business loans can protect your position and profits. So if you're starting out with a brand new business, you probably don't have $100,000 off hand right away. This is why it's great to go ahead and get the funding, $100,000 from the bank, now that you have access to that. And I'm gonna break one myth before I get into it. Most business owners think that if I'm gonna get funded, that means I owe money back to the banks right away. That's not the case. So there's different things that they have business credit cards. You only get charged on the amount that you use if it's outside of the introductory period. But that's another conversation. I don't want to go on tangent here. So how can $100,000 business loan protect your position and profits? I'm glad you asked. Let's take, for instance, we're all on social media these days, growing our business. We're making content, trying to grow our business, and we would all love to go viral and basically get a whole bunch of leads in, right? But imagine that happens for real. Let's say you go viral and now you done got 1 million, 2 million views, and now people are flooding your business, inquiring, they trying to book and everything. Overnight, you done got 10,000 leads in. Sheesh. That's a lot to go through. That's a lot of fulfillment. That you're gonna need some hands on deck. You're gonna need some help. Guess what? Now you ain't got to go and run, try to get the capital, and the capital might take days or weeks to get. You say, "Oh, let me go ahead. I got access to capital right now. I'm gonna go ahead and hire somebody ASAP. We got 10,000 leads. This is gonna be great for our business. We're gonna run through these leads fast as possible. We got systems and everything in place. We can handle it." But the business owner who goes viral and have 10,000 leads flood them, oh my gosh. I've heard a lot of business owners say that has broke their business to have that many leads. It's caused a lot of chaos and they weren't able to handle the demand. And quite frankly, it left a lot of bad reviews that hurt their reputation. A lot of chargebacks because fulfillment wasn't as customers expected. It was just, it's been a lot of sad situations because of going viral and not being able to handle the influx. So going viral is good. It can bring a lot of business and demand. But on the flip side, business owners, we got to be able to handle it. This is why I say to go ahead and get the cash before you need the cash. That's one point of how $100,000 business funding, or not even 100,000, excuse me. That's how business funding can protect your profit and position. Number one reason. Second, let's say you're a truck driver. Blue collar T, founder of the blue collar movement. I do this for us, truckers, right? So now, let's say your truck breaks down and it's one of those big ones. The engine is out and you got to replace it. Whew. That's a pretty ticket. When I say a pretty ticket, that means it's probably going to cost thousands of dollars. We all know an engine can be expensive. Sometimes it's better off buying a new vehicle or a truck when something like that goes out. Either way, it's going to cost you if you want to keep operating. What are you going to do in that instance? Because if that truck is not running, especially if it's your only one, if that's your only truck and it goes down, you're no longer making money. That is your breadwinner. That is what brings the money home. And now it's down. What are you going to do? Yeah, you can say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to get a loan now so that I can get it. But it goes back to the other examples. It takes days, sometimes weeks. And some people might not even be in position to go ahead and get it right away. This is why you want to go ahead and get the funding right away. Because why? Business loans accelerate your business growth. Business funding, learning how to get business funding will accelerate it because it protects it and positions it. That's a prime example. Like going viral and the truck breaking down. You'll be able to handle both of those things with business funding. Okay? Now, I'm going to go into my very third point, which is growth opportunities are attainable with funding. Yes, I said it. Growth opportunities are attainable with funding. See, I wrote down one thing that I love. I love to reference Oprah Winfrey. You know, she's the GOAT, right? And so many of our businesses could change if we had the opportunity to partner with her. Imagine you are partnering with Oprah. I don't care if you're in the trucking industry, the hair industry, you're a chef. It doesn't matter. If you get a partnership with Oprah, and the world is gonna know. And once they do, you're going viral, right? And you get connections and stuff. You're gonna grow. It's gonna change your business, the trajectory. But let's say Oprah do give you that opportunity, and she tell you, I'll give it to you right now, only if you give me $100,000. Opportunity does not wait. We have to seize these opportunities when they come to us. Now, we might getting a chance to partner with Oprah Winfrey for $100,000 might not ever happen, right? It's just a dream of mine, you know. But I do know that there are going to be many opportunities that come, or maybe not so many, but when they come, it's going to be a couple great ones, and you got to be ready. You got to be ready. You can't try to run and go and get the capital once the opportunity presents itself. That's how it's called opportunity cost. That's when you lose your opportunity because you waited too long. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. It's one of the sayings I always say. You probably got the same saying, right? I hope so. So this is just a little game I wanted to kind of talk through with you guys about why learning business funding is the number one accelerator to growing your business. Blue Collar T, I'm checking out. Talk to you later, family. Y'all have a good one. Bless you.